My sister was diagnosed with breast cancer when she was 35. Approximately a year later, she found out that it had gone into her bloodstream. It got into her bones. Ultimately, she ended up with a very large brain tumor from the breast cancer spreading, and that's what actually took her in the end.
My kids were 8 and 10. You're in the middle of the busiest part of your life, basically.
The day that my husband and I went to the hospital, because they asked to see us that day, we came home and cried.
Joel was 4, and Noah was probably 10. Me, I'm a big boy, I can handle it. It was them.
What I'm trying to do is basic research, and the basic research is to understand the mechanisms that can cause cells to go astray and become cancer cells.
When I was diagnosed in 2006, everything that came flooding back to me was the memories of my sister, not wanting to go through what she went through.
Only when you understand the mechanism of how something works, you can devise new treatments. If you don't know the mechanism, it's a shot in the dark.
Even very basic research can have enormous implications, not only on our health, but also very important implications on society.
My sister was a hero to a lot of people, to her kids. She just had a lot of friends and a lot of love to give everybody.
After I took interferon, it was just tough to walk, just tough to move around. And, you'd scare people. I tried to avoid my kids, my parents especially at night, because that's when it really took effect.
You were living in this body that wasn't functioning. Quality of life was maybe 20%.
You can't live that way.
I've had 30 rounds of radiation. I've had 6 chemotherapy treatments.
I lost every hair on my body, including my eyebrows.
This is me au naturel right now, with no hair.
Every morning when I come to the lab, I feel like a detective coming and to work and trying to find the culprit, who did it, who done it. And once I find it, I want to bring it to justice and target it for jail.
What ICRF does is really important because it provides research to find a better way to treat cancer and to cure cancer.
Started to take Gleevec. I was taking 1 pill a day and changed automatically. I felt great.
With the Gleevec, I regained 90% or more of my quality of life.
My numbers were terrific, and since then it's been a fantastic story.
Every day we make progress. Every day we go back home with something new that we didn't know in the morning.
The ICRF direct their efforts at supporting young researchers in Israel.
The success of the research which is carried out in Israel makes it worthwhile to invest in that research, or simply speaking, you get much more per dollar.
You take, for example, the Nobel laureates in Israel or that were supported by the ICRF. The ICRF did not pick a Nobel laureate and give them the award. The ICRF picked them when they were young and gave it to them. So they identified the potential, and this potential has materialized.
If it wasn't for organizations like the Israel Cancer Research Fund, I wouldn't be sitting here. I think it's a great organization and a place to put money where at least you know that there are dedicated people that are actually, on a daily basis striving to achieve something. These are people who are working for humanity, trying to benefit the world.
The ICRF, unlike other organizations, do not even allow the institutions to take any overhead. It's a pure contribution to research.
There's hope with ICRF for sure. As long as they can fundraise and get the ball rolling, I think we're all going to be okay.
I haven't looked back. I just never do.
I'm going to be okay.
You will have a genetic screen of the patient, and you will know what treatment will work for this patient and what will not. So it's going to be tailored cancer medicine. Maybe they will need to take medication all their life, but they will not die from cancer. This is the future.